is excited to bring you 2017 Moffat County High School basketball. Tonight's game features the Roaring Fork Rams and your Moffat County Bulldogs. Action brought to you by these Moffat County Proud businesses. Bank of Colorado, there's only one. Severson Supply and Rental. TMH, the Memorial Hospital. 3B Enterprises, sand, rock, and gravel products. Rocky Mountain Machinery, your local Kubota dealer. Machines that move mountains. Cook Chevrolet, Ford, and Subaru. Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services. Mountain Airspray. Colorado Northwestern Community College, home of the Spartans. GCR Tires and Service, your local tire destination in Craig. D&P, Duran and Pierce Contractors. Craig Family Dental. Chaos Inc., Identity Graphics. McDonald's, I'm loving it. F & Associates, Professional Land Surveyors. Bear River Young Life, Rocky Mountain Automotive, and Craig Veterinary Clinic. The schools taking part in today's event are part of the nearly 353 members of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As member schools, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic athletics and activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, sporting behavior, and citizenship. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group and enforce them as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators voluntarily working for the common good of kids. We are the Colorado High School Activities Association. Athletics is an important part of the Moffat County and Roaring Fork school educational programs. Participation in athletics should be a part of the education of as many students as is practical and possible. Competition and cooperation are both components of the American way of life. Remember to like us on Facebook and share us with your friends. We love having you. You're watching Bulldog basketball on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
First off, we would like to welcome the Roaring Fork Rams and their head coach, Larry Williams. And the reserves for Roaring Fork, number 2, Edwin Candela. Number 3, Michael Mayo. Number 5, Lorenzo Andrada. Number 10, Oscar Miranda. Number 21, Aiden Sloan. Number 22, Ronnie Peterson. And number 25, Hayden Bernat. And now the reserves for your Moffat County Bulldogs. Their head coach is the Brahma Bull, Eric Hamilton. Number 11, Connor Murphy. For your Bulldogs, number 12, Carter Severson. Number 20, Eddie Messina! Number 21, Connor Etzler! Number 22, Torrin Reed! And number 44, Keenan Hildebrand! And now the starters for tonight's Moffat County Bulldogs versus the Roaring Fork Rams. Number 4, a junior, Justin Thompson. For your Bulldogs, number 0, a sophomore, the rabid Wolverine, Cale Scranton. Number 11, a senior, Aldo Pinella. For your Bulldogs, number 3, a junior, the Black Mamba, Kason Bernard. Rossi at the 10. For your Bulldogs, number 10, a sophomore, the Honey Badger, Colby Beaver. For Roaring Fork, number 23, a sophomore, Joe Salinas. For your Bulldogs, number 24, a junior, the Grizzly Bear, Brent Cook. For Roaring Fork, number 24, a sophomore, Ronald Clemente. And finally, for your Bulldogs, number 32, a junior, the Rattlesnake, Justin Dugan. Here we go. Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, here we go. Big game here, Shane, for the Bulldogs, as they really, really need and want to pick up this conference victory.
Yeah, huge. You know, we've seen the best and worst of times with this boys team. Let's go to the best tonight. Let's have Cook go to the rack early, or Benice put it in the hoop.
And Moffat County shoots. They're not afraid of the three-point shot, so they will put it up from outside without hesitation.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's like they are on fire. It's stop, drop, and pop. Hopefully they're putting it in. Here we go, Scranton with it on the baseline, looking to drive. Good defense by Roaring Fork. Down low to Dugan. He's down low. Take that up. Be a 6'7" guy, and he puts it in for 2. That's what we talked about, what you want. If
like
you are 6'7", play like you're 6'7".
Yeah, I mean, that's what we want to see, a lot of that inside.
Boom.
From downtown, it's number 11, the 6-foot senior, Aldo Panella.
And boy, that was pure. I mean, he dropped that in, swish, perfectly, so don't trade 3s for 2s. Good drive right there. How is there not a foul? And there is.
Beautiful baseline drive by Brent Cook, and he gets himself to the line.
Fantastic. We've talked about this. He has got to be our scorer because he runs this offense, and when he's on top of his game, the Bulldogs are generally winning. First shot. Boom. And he shoots a high 80% from the free throw line, so you expect him to make almost every shot he takes from the free throw line.
On the court for the Bulldogs, 3 juniors and 2 sophomores.
Again, swish. Like vanilla ice right there. So 4-3, and already what an exciting start. Back and forth. Basketball's dropping in the hoop left and right. See if we can keep it going tonight, Kip, because as you said, this is a huge game. There's the 3 off the back iron, but 3 Roaring Fork Rams there for the rebound.
Scranton almost picks his pocket. Ball knocked out of there and picked back up by the Rams. Long floating pass and reverse layup attempt by Roaring Fork is not going to fall. Rebound to the Dogs.
Yeah, great defense. Scranton comes out of there with the rebound. We haven't seen Kale start many games this year. In fact, it's our first on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. He's obviously earned it. Cook with the really deep shot, but nice rebound for Nice.
Nice, great job cutting underneath the basket. And it's looked like Cook lost his footing when he shot that one, really off balance.
Yeah, he kind of slipped. He was out there in Steph Curry range, but it ends up just looking like an assist on the stat sheet, right?
Roaring Fork will slow it down a little bit as they bring it around the timeline. Inside bank shot, and was off the mark, but nonetheless gets exactly what Roaring Fork wants, and that's to the bottom of the net.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we got to get a bank to sponsor us, Kid. Every time one of those bank shot drops in, we can say their name. So putting that out there, 6-5. Nice job down low. Dugan uses all of that 6'7" frame to make it 8-5, your Bulldogs.
3-point attempt, and good once again. This time it's Justin Thompson, 6'3" junior.
Right now I've seen the best of both worlds, driving to the hoop and dropping 3s, and Dugan travels before he puts up the shot. So 5:11 remaining here early in this game. And we have an 8-8 barn burner.
And nice pass inside to Aldo Pinella.
Yeah,
he puts in the easy two, and it's a 10-8 lead for the visiting Rams.
There we go. Scranton up top, gets it to Benice, over to Cook. Drops it to Dugan, who's going to throw it up from deep. Hits nothing. And Roaring Fork. So we've seen already Dugan much better right now down low, playing like the big man that he is. There's a nice pass, and there's the foul. And the Bulldogs are lucky that one doesn't drop in for a chance at a three-point play. It'll send Roaring Fork to the line. You can tell both these teams know the importance of this game, as it is a furious pace. There it is. As we always say, generally speaking, on any team you see, if you're wearing the number 23, paying reverence to Michael Jordan, LeBron James, you better put in most of your shots and be a pretty good free throw shooter.
Angelo Salinas puts them both in.
It shows that he is worthy of that number. Now the Bulldogs, just like that, you blink and we're down by 4. Somebody needs to step up and be our shooter right here. Bernice with a nice move, he breaks free. Off the back iron, not kind. And Hildebrandt's in the game. Nice job defensively already, or on the rebound.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go to the Rams, but he took it back. Jumper by Cook. Falls off, rebound inside, and the Dogs will put it right back in.
You see what happened there? Dugan got right in the face of number 23 after he made that shot. The referee immediately said, hey, that's enough. You could hear him exactly say that, and he gave a warning. Yeah. I believe one more of those, you're done.
Yeah, warning on the bench. Always got to be thinking sportsmanship. 12-10, Bulldogs lead, 4:01 on the clock.
And now coming into the game is Mercina. He spent this last, 10-day period at a national combine event playing high school football with some of the best prospects from across the nation. The only bad part about it was he had to play in the Oakland Raiders Coliseum, which that's tough to have to go there and play.
Roaring Fork, bringing it down.
Well, immediately,
Hard, some nice dribbling, gets himself out of a tight spot. Travel, turnover, Bulldog ball.
And that showed that defensive presence, that speed that Mercina has. He got into his head, and then instantly he traveled. Here we go, Bernice. Bulldogs down by 2. Fun game so far to watch. Down low to the Hildebrandt monster. And that is just throwing it up. Take that 3. Open, down low. Oh, and Stufferuski.
Got to hand it to number 11, Aldo Pinella, right now leading scorer for the Roaring Fork Rams, and he said, hey, get that out of here.
Yes, heavy on that and it.
Man. Nonetheless, Bulldogs will keep the ball.
That was probably just a little finish to that little event that happened a moment ago.
Hey, that's how you answer. Brent Cook says, hey, here I go, and it's 13-12, Bulldogs back in front.
It's not 1, it's not 2, it's 3. So 13-12, your Dogs are ahead. If we can get Cook to continue shooting like that, we won't just win tonight, we'll win a lot in this season. Off back iron, great rebound by Hildebrandt, the hustle machine.
Hildebrandt making an impact since he came off the bench. He's been getting some great rebounds on these last possessions.
And right now, Dugan making it a little bit too personal as he tries to dribble right at him. Turns it over and gives up 2, but no. Down there playing some defense is Hildebrandt, and that's all about hustle on Hildebrandt. And we always talk about it. You can't make it personal on this end. Find the open man, play ball. Here we go. Ice.
Kaysen eyes the 3. Off the back of the iron.
I like the shot, though. He was open. It was a nice length of that three-pointer. He's taking that shot, and they are going to call that foul now on Eddie Smersina. But I like it, though. He was all over him defensively. It's only his first. Now back off a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Eddie being aggressive, and he really got a hand on that ball at first and almost picked up the steal.
Ooh, nobody's open right now. Oh, they allow him to step out. So Roaring Fork now with 2:19. They're down by 1 in this exciting first period. Good job.
Steal by Hildebrandt.
So we talked about it before this game, Kip. We were like, well, Hildebrandt's not starting, but we said, you know what? He is awesome off the bench. He brings so much enthusiasm and momentum when he comes in off the bench. Right here, here he is. See if he puts it in. Just barely off, but he is everywhere hustling when he's out there. And sometimes when he starts a game, he tends to get in foul trouble early, and it throws him completely off. And we want him at the end of the game more than the beginning. So fantastic. Let him come off the bench and be that sixth man.
Yeah, and already he's had multiple rebounds, 1 or 2 steals, and almost had a great look there. It just came up just a little bit off.
Yep. He is a big, big presence out there on that court. Dugan comes out from underneath the basket. They're drawing him out. Double team now by the Bulldogs. Keenan stays with his man. That's just a great shot. He played great defense. He's going to make that shot. Sometimes you're going to just have to say, hey, we're going to come back and not throw it away.
Just off the fingertips of Smersina. 1:20 on the clock. We've already had 4 or 5 lead changes in this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is just fantastic. How exciting is this? And we're going to have Cale Scranton coming back into the game, number 0.
Also, Colby Beaver back on the court.
So the youth movement right now for our Bulldogs, and I've talked to a lot of people around the community about this team, and they feel like we do, that this team is very close right now to becoming a really good team. They've got great youth, they've got size, they've got speed, they just have to get their shooter. But they play with tons of heart, and they play hard.
Three-point attempt, no good for the Rams. They've been pretty successful with those to this point, already hitting 2 this evening.
Good job defensively there. Nice defense.
Cale Scranton almost with the steal there. There's the steal. Brent Cook says, I'll take it. Oh, loses a handle on it as it just gets off from his fingertips. And Roaring Fork will try again here, under 30 seconds.
1-point lead for Roaring Fork. What a ball game, folks. 18 seconds left. What a blast to be here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. And there's the travel. You saw what he did. He stepped back to make it a 3, but you can't take that last step.
Got to put the ball on the ground when you're taking that step.
Good call by the official there, because it was a pure shot. It would have been a huge shot in this ball game. Kip would have made it 17-13, but it doesn't.
Moffat County going to try to get the last shot here, and no good as they take it early. Smersina leaves it short, and Roaring Fork's going to get the last attempt, and they use it to their advantage as they hit the 3, and it's 17-13 at the end of 1. An exciting first quarter here at Moffat County High School. I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's action. Bank of Colorado, Severson Supply and Rental, the Memorial Hospital, 3B Enterprises, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Cook Chevrolet, Ford and Subaru, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountain Air Spray, Colorado Northwestern Community College, GCR Tires and Service, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Craig Family Dental, Chaos Inc., Identity Graphics, McDonald's, Epp and Associates, Bear River Young Life, Rocky Mountain Automotive, and Craig Veterinary Clinic. We'll be right back with the second period right here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
We're just talking about the end of that first quarter there. You know, game awareness is huge. You're down to only 8 seconds of your ball. You know the coach is screaming, wait, take the last shot. Because if you miss it with only 1 second left, you're only down by 1. Instead, we take a quick shot. They turn around, come down, get the 3, up by 4, and they get the possession. Huge turning point right at the end of the first quarter. 7:37 now left. Well, we just started the second period, so.
Baseline jumper. Looks like it's going to fall. Doesn't. Brent Cook comes up with the rebound. And you talk about game awareness. That's getting yourself in the right position. Brent Cook with a beautiful drive. It's going to be fouled, and he'll be going to the line for 2.
Yeah, just plan ahead, know what the situation. Whether it's in football, like say you're down to the point where you just want to stay in bounds rather than running out of bounds, or like we're talking here, just know where you're at on the clock. If you have your 25-second clock about ready to run out, or 35, whatever professional, high school, college, be aware of the clocks and the situation in the game. It'll help you so much. And I know there's so many things going on. Sometimes it just seems like, wow, it's impossible. That's where you just slow it down and look to your coach.
Brent Cook will put 1 of 2 in, and it's 14-17, 3-point lead for the Rams.
Good job. Cook makes the 1 out of 2 here, keeps this game within reaching distance. You see now at the high school level, Kip, it is not uncommon to see teams that take more three-pointers than they take layup shots. Dugan with a nice steal.
Nice pass inside by Scranton, and fouls on the floor, and the Bulldogs will throw it out underneath. And that actually might have been to Roaring Fork, might actually like that because it was going to be a layup for Hildebrand.
Yeah, he had an easy basket there. So they'll totally take that. Spursino will be inbounding as we've got Cook, Bernice, Hildebrand, and Dugan on the floor. Nice pass down low. He gives it right back to him, goes to the hoop, loses it. It's another turnover.
Good hustle by Roaring Fork because they're able to pick up that loose ball. That one's off the mark, picked up by Bernice.
And you could tell as soon as that one was released, it was off. Bulldogs with a chance to tie this game up. Just a pass, just too hard from Spursino right there inside. Just dropped that one in the bucket.
Long pass all the way across the court for Roaring Fork. Got him trapped right now. That's what you want to see. Good defense by the Bulldogs. And it forces a steal as Brent Cook just sees he knows where he needs to be. We talked about that a second ago, and he's in the right place at the right time. Inside to Hildebrand. Nice left-handed hook shot by Hildebrand.
The looping left-hander to pull us within 1. That's Hildebrand taking care of business down low.
Roaring Fork coming back on the move.
You can tell they just love those three-pointers. They desperately want to be able to take the 3. And there is a shot off from right behind the free throw line.
And good rebound inside by the Rams as he came up and took it away from 3 Bulldogs.
And they're going to reset their offense here. Long possession here. And the Bulldogs doing a great job defensively. The switch by Spursino as he takes the top man. Now the point guard gives it back outside to the forward, and timeout.
Roaring Fork. Good defense by the Bulldogs. You're watching Bulldog basketball on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. All right, after the timeout, Roaring Fork will throw it in. And we have just under 5 minutes left, and Roaring Fork with a 1-point lead.
What a fantastic game. Following our blowout victory by our Lady Bulldogs. See if the Bulldogs can keep this pace up. Great defense by Hildebrand, and they're hacking him to death. Gets the call, thank goodness.
Foul's going to be on number 25, Hayden Bernat.
You saw he was getting hacked and hit and smacked, and he kept his calm. And now the Bulldogs are going to inbound it here. One of my favorites, Bernice, going to get the ball now. Scranton back in the ball game. Oh, Bernice loses it. Oh, and they're going to call it off the Bulldogs. That was a tough call.
That was tough. Good defense, though, by the Rams as they trapped Bernice. Going to be a timeout on the floor, as Coach Hamilton says, bringing the troops together and regroup. You're watching Bulldog basketball. It's MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. All right, so Roaring Fork will take it in. Always want to say thanks to all of our Facebook fans and everybody that likes us on Facebook. You like this video, give it a like. And we love it when you share it with people. Promote our kids and share all their accomplishments.
Roaring Fork hits that three, another pure three-pointer, and Bernice gets his pocket picked. And that's tough right there. He's got to come back now and get those two back. You can't think about that play. You just got to make up for it. And he's the kind of kid, I know he will. There he goes. He wants to go to the rack now. Gives it over there to Scranton. Up top to Cook. Wide open is Big Red. He misses it, but a great rebound there by Bernice, and he made up for it. There you go.
That's how you respond right there. Great job, Kaysen. You're coming back strong. 3:38 left. 22-18 lead for the Rams. Rebound to the Dogs.
Big Red with the rebound. Now it's back in Bernice's hands, and he just got to go right at him. And they look like they fouled him there. He gets it out of his hands, drive to the hoop. Oh, but Hildebrand wasn't looking for it. Back on defense, though. Wild shot there by Roaring Fork. And that was all about 3-on-1 for the Bulldogs. Bernice now has to beat him. Good job. Now he's got to get over the half court.
Every time they come over the corner, Roaring Fork is trying to trap the Dogs outside. You see it every time. The Bulldogs, if they bring it down, Roaring Fork will send two defenders and try to trap. They come up with a steal there and an easy layup.
The defense right now in the trap. Good timeout by the Moffat County Bulldogs. We'll be right back here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
All right, Eddie Smersina throwing it in for the Dogs. Looks like a full court press right now by the Rams. They come out and say, we're going to try to trap you, and they pick up the steal.
And right now,
this Rams team is quick, Shane.
Dangerous point in this game right now, as none of our Bulldogs have any faith in bringing the ball up court, and there's another three-pointer for Roaring Fork. Somebody, and it's got to be Cook, has got to bring this ball up court and have faith in his dribble, because it's gone from a tie game basically to a 9-point lead now. So find your dribbler and have him bring it up and get it over the middle. There's another steal as a lazy pass by the Bulldogs gets intercepted.
Bulldogs get it back. That's big. Get yourself back into it right here. And Roaring Fork is not going to let the pressure off as they bring everybody down, and they're going to pester the Bulldogs right now.
Go now, like I said, and there it is.
Another steal, easy layup. Bulldogs got to step it up right now.
So Eddie, with his speed, is able to bring it up. He said, I'll take it up there and set up the offense. Tell you what, that was a panicked series of plays. And there's another steal.
That's about 4 to 5 steals in a row for the Rams.
And what do you do as a coach right now? You really get that sick feeling in your stomach because you told them and showed them how to break the press. But right now it becomes a one-on-one, and if your guy isn't able to do better than their guy, they're going to win that battle. And that's a scary situation.
Deep three, and good. The Rams right now are hitting a high percentage from outside the arc.
So let's see if Cook can get it over. This is absolutely, I don't know if they're going to get over that.
Bulldogs are going to get a...
They said he stepped on the line.
Oh, they said he stepped on the line. Bulldogs are struggling getting that ball across half court, and Roaring Fork said right now they're going to keep that full court press going, and they're going to keep the pressure on until the Bulldogs show they can break it.
I mean, we will point back now to the point where there was 4 minutes left in the second period. That is where this game changed. Maybe the Bulldogs with their double team on their own, and they're going to call a foul on the Bulldogs. And so again, let's get to halftime and keep this game relatively close and scheme something here to break that press, because that is heartbreaking the way this game has turned based upon a defensive set. And now Roaring Fork very happy to just...
Yeah, they're going to slow it down, eat up some clock. They are really happy with the lead that they've built here in the second period. They're going to eat about a minute off the clock here and work for a last shot is what it looks like they have planned.
Yeah.
26 seconds and ticking.
Think about it. We literally went from a tie game to a 14-point lead for Roaring Fork in the last 5 minutes of this second quarter. 10 seconds left now until halftime.
And no good, off the mark.
And Dugan almost takes out one of our cheerleaders.
Watch out, girls, you better duck.
So we'll go into halftime tip with a 14-point deficit, all based upon a half-court press. Right back here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. Hey, let's thank all of our awesome sponsors. We've got Bank of Colorado. Hey, there's that bank sponsor that I
That's right, Bank of Colorado. Bank of Colorado does a great job. Tammy down there is awesome and does a great job of supporting so many things in the community.
So there it is. Every time now we have a bank shot, intended or not, I'm going to bring up Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Severson Supply and Rental. The Memorial Hospital, 3B Enterprises, Sand, Rock, and Gravel Products, Rocky Mountain Machinery, your local Kubota dealer, machines that move mountains, Cook, Chevrolet, Ford, and Subaru, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountain Air Spray, Colorado Northwestern Community College, home of the Spartans, GCR Tires and Service, your local tire destination in Craig. DNP, Duran and Pierce Contractors. Let me give them even more credit. One more time. DNP, Duran and Pierce Contractors. We've got Craig Family Dental. We've got Chaos Inc. We've got Identity Graphics. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Epp and Associates, Professional Land Surveyors. Bear River Young Life. Rocky Mountain Automotive. And Craig Veterinary Clinic. So once again, thank you to all these sponsors who have made it possible for us to be here bringing you all of this Bulldog action on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
Hey, got some dance-off going on, Shane. We got Moffat County girl basketball player McKenna Baker against social studies teacher Mr. Jennings.
He's in trouble.
Mr. Jennings, you're working hard though, buddy. You're working hard. It's not pretty, but you're working hard.
I'm going to go throw some free candy to the crowd, so I'll be back.
Having a lot of fun at halftime of Moffat County basketball.
So I'm going to call their names out. You got to get loud for who you want to win. All right, first up, let's go with Katie.
Having a lot of fun here. Halftime Moffat County High School. Make sure if you like our videos, give us a like on Facebook. We love it. And share these videos and promote our kids.
I think we got that one more time. That was a little close. Let's start with James again. Give us stars. What about McKenna Baker? And let's hear it for Katie. And our winner with the pom-poms is Katie.
Having a lot of fun. Halftime, and you saw it right here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. County's going to have it to start this second half. And they got a hole to dig themselves out of, down by 14.
Yeah, but they waited till the last second to come out of the locker room. We talked about it. We know they were working on stopping that press, and right away they have a backcourt, but they're going to say it was stolen. So no backcourt. Now let's set up our offense.
Long pass to Cook inside, tipped out of there by a Ram. And the Rams take it from coast to coast. Rebound, Bulldogs. Picked right back up, loose ball, couldn't hold on to it, and the Rams pick it up.
Roy Fork right now takes the long three. He was left wide open, no good. Smercina with his speed brings it up court. Nice pass to Cook. He shoots it up, air ball, but it's a nice pass to Hildebrand, who has to make that layup. He just missed it. You do all that work, finish it.
And one of the things that I'm not sure if they talked about or not, but it looked like they did there, the Bulldogs were really fast in transition that time.
And another three-pointer.
Now the Rams aren't doing what they did before. They definitely have backed off a little bit. They're not putting that pressure on down the court as the Bulldogs are bringing the ball across, but the Bulldogs throw it away.
And right now, putting it mildly, would be saying that right now the Bulldogs look really ragged. They're having a tough time just getting their offense set, and that half-court press that started with 5 minutes left in the second period by Roaring Fork has absolutely been the difference in this game. And there's another three-pointer kick, and the bottom is falling out of this boat right now. Let's see, there's 3 or 4 leaks in this raft, and we don't have any oars right now.
Another steal by the Rams. They'll bring it down, and an easy layup. And the Bulldogs throw it all the way down the court on a bullet. Cook will set up the offense.
And it's to the point now where you just need to take one possession at a time. A score is a victory right here. Take it one at a time. There's a nice pass.
There we go. Oh, inside, and Hildebrand was going to put it in, but he's going to get called with the push before he ever caught the pass.
We talked about that earlier. That's where the referees have to be heartless. They just call what they see, and they can't look at the scoreboard. But, man, that is a tough call right there, as our Bulldogs are getting throttled right now by 22 points.
Rams with the 10-foot jumper, no good. And ball gets tipped, and they're going to say off the tip, the fingers of one of the Roaring Fork players. Moffat County ball. 5:40 on the clock, 40-18, the lead for the Rams. Smercina eyes a three, off the mark, which goes long. Quick transition to the Rams. And then they slow it down. They kick it out to the three, and that's their shooter right there, Pinella. He's been hitting them all night long, and he adds to his total. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Bulldog basketball on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
Hey, Chip, this is the point, like we talked about, where you've got to win the little battles. We were in this ball game. Now you've got to set up your offense right now, get good shots, and peck away at this lead, but just win a possession.
Yeah, Bulldogs played a great first period, and then the floor just fell out in that second quarter. And then they're trying to get it back together this quarter, but things not going the way they want.
But that's a good possession, a good shot by Scranton. Hildebrand working his butt off like he always does, and they're going to get another chance.
Kason Bernice will throw it in for the Dogs. Got Colby Beaver on the floor now for the Bulldogs.
And you can see just a lot of dejection right now on the face of our Bulldogs. He's got a chance to throw it down low to Hildebrand. He does. Hildebrand needs to drive to the hoop here. Take it up. Oh, so close, but it's a good shot. He was inside the paint. Now he gets it up top on the side of the key. Bulldogs losing by 25. There's a long two-pointer off the iron. Good rebound by Bernice. And he's not ready to pack it in. He's going to drive towards the hoop. He comes back out. We've got a man down, open shot. And just nothing will fall for these Bulldogs. Give 18 has been the number they've been on for. And they might call. We'll see what they call here. That was a pretty hard foul, but he was going for the ball. See what they say. The beautiful thing about MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM is you can stop your feed, rewind it, and take a look. See what you think on that foul, and let's see what they call. And yes, they are going to call the big one there. It's going to be a flagrant foul. And that's how you start losing your players. One more of those and you're done. He had already had the warning earlier in this game, Dugan had, so now flagrant. That's a shot and a possession. The free throws and the possession coming up. So at this point in the game, that is the last thing in the world that you would ever want, obviously.
Good job, Jordan.
He misses the second one, though. Now, it'll be their possession. So in the end of the day, it comes out to where it could absolutely actually be a 5-point play and a 5-point shift, because you make both and you drop a three, there's 5 points where you haven't even had the possession. So they do take Dugan out of the game now after that flagrant. Already had a warning earlier for talking smack. And now we're down 26 points.
And Keenan Hildebrand going to get called with the foul this time with the hold.
And this is turning into one of those games where you literally, whatever sport it is, you take the footage and you burn it or you bury it and you move on quickly to your next game. You cannot dwell on this. You try to fix some things here towards the end of this game, but you just get away from it and move on. And you know, here on Moffat County Proud, we've seen this team play so good. When we were down in the Pepsi Center 2 days before Christmas, my main man, my cameraman Lance Scranton and myself, we were down there and we saw this Bulldog team play as good as we've ever seen it with this group, and they beat a very good team.
Yeah, one of the top teams in the conference, Coal Ridge, and Moffat County went down, and so you know the level that they can play when they put it all together.
Just got to start right now with this offensive possession. There is still a lot of time left in this game. So I'm not saying you can't come back, but you can at least get it a little bit closer. And Cook has just had maybe one of the worst games he's ever had as a young basketball player. He has had himself the ball pickpocketed from him numerous times, and you're seeing the frustration in his face.
Bulldogs have just struggled with the quickness of the Rams. Rams came in with a great defensive plan, and they just started trapping the Bulldogs, anticipating passes, and so many steals in this game by the Rams.
And let me make sure I clarify that too. Brent Cook is one of the finest young players that we've had come up through this system in a very long time. He just right now is having one of those games that you sometimes will have.
You know what they did? Rolling Fork, well, I mean, they totally went in and said, hey, we got to, Brent Cook's a shooter for the Dogs, and he will get on fire from outside, and he'll be dropping them, and we got to shut him down. And that's what they did, and they put tons of pressure on him to not allow him to shoot from outside, and it's shown.
Yeah, and I mean, I know the kind of young man that he is, so he will definitely learn from this, and he will recover from it. But it doesn't make it any more fun right now as we stand here, because he is frustrated.
Right now it is. It's a learning moment for all these players, and this is when you have to fight through adversity, and this is when you have to come back and you say, I'm going to battle to the end, and I'm going to give everything I got, and you learn from it, and you make adjustments, and you get better.
Well, and you saw there what happened. We had fast Eddie Snorsina with a nice drive to the hoop. He went down there, dropped in a perfect pass to Hildebrand, who missed at point-blank range, but gets his own rebound and then gets hacked and is shooting 2 free throws. But he missed the first one, and now we have a timeout from Roaring Fork. So we'll be right back here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. Okay, Bulldogs lose by 26, but Keenan Hildebrand at the free throw line shooting his second free throw. He missed the first one. Let's see if he can drop in the second one here. The Bulldogs can just get some heart back in this game here. And he misses that second one also, so it was a good foul by Roaring Fork. Wide open, but they don't take the three. There's wide open. And another just on fire. They are ruthless. They are rooftop snipers. And can't hold on to it. Good job for Nice. Has an open shot, can't hit it.
You know, and you just got to say that Roaring Forks just played a great game too. You got to hand it to them. I mean, they are hitting shots from everywhere. They're forcing turnovers. They're running their offense well. They're making shots from inside and outside. They're playing probably their best game of the year.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a team play this complete of a game in a very long time. Keenan obviously hustling like crazy. He makes that one. Finally, Kip, we got off of the 18-point number that we had been sitting on since, in the end of the second period. See if we can do some more things here. At least work on our offense and improve our defense.
Hildebrand gets us to 20. Bulldogs fighting hard. And backcourt by the Rams.
That's the first thing they've done wrong in a while, to be honest.
Yeah, they haven't made very many mistakes.
And again, this is where you show that intestinal fortitude, where you show what you've got. It hurts your heart, but show them your guts, as they say. Now it's Messina up top. He can use his speed for Nice back. Now inside the Beaver Fever. Let's see if Scranton can put his points up for the day. But he kind of throws it down at the feet of Hildebrand. There's a jump ball. And of course, it's going to go, it's going to go Roaring Forks way.
Two minutes on the clock. Third period.
And you see that, Kip, that is how you break the press. We went into a press, and see what they did? They went far, middle, under the basket. Think about this, you've got some young talent out there. You've got 3 sophomores with Scranton, Beaver.
Got 2 sophomores, a junior, and a couple seniors out there right now. Started the game, though, with no seniors.
So the youth, we have a good future. Our seniors this year are great players with huge heart. It's just a matter of pulling it all together when it matters most. Good rebound. Beaver goes off the foot of a Roaring Fork player and a turnover happens.
That's what we talked about. Just so many turnovers in this game. That Roaring Fork just absolutely just being like a hornet's nest all around the Dogs all night.
Yes, nightmarish turnover numbers right now. Messina comes up playing as tight a defense as he can, and they're going to call a foul. You just kind of have to there. You put the hiatus on the official when you're bumping them that hard. We're in the third quarter. Bulldogs down by 27. And there's no magic pill, so to speak. No elixir you can take to make this better. It just comes down to you got to play better in the fourth quarter and try to outscore them in the fourth quarter. That small victory we talk about.
Clock winding down here in the third. Messina almost picks up a steal. Going to be another 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound inside to Beaver. Kicks it out to Bernice, and the buzzer will sound. No good. 47-20 at the end of 3. We want to say thanks to all of our sponsors here at Moffat County Proud. Bank of Colorado, Severson Supply and Rental, the Memorial Hospital, 3B Enterprises, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Cook Chevrolet, Ford and Subaru, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountaineer Spray, Colorado Northwestern Community College, GCR Tires and Service, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Craig Family Dental, Chaos Inc. Identity Graphics, F. Associates Professional Land Surveyors, Barry River Young Life, Rocky Mountain Automotive, and Craig Veterinary Clinic. We'll be right back with the final quarter right here on Moffat County Proud.
Well, 1 quarter left here, Kip, and as we said, the younger players right now, this is where you remember this. You file it away on the old Rolodex, even though that's not a thing anymore. You and I know what a Rolodex is, and you remember it. There's a nice shot, but it's not going to count, of course. Don't forget this, our sophomores that are on this court right now, some of our freshmen that are out there on the bench, they will remember this and think about it someday when you go to Roaring Fork or you're playing them again on your home court. Remember what the score was, and you want to avenge that at some point. But right now, you just want to bring it down from 27-point deficit. And a tip out by the Bulldogs. Hildebrandt, the hustle machine, and you know, this just hurts his heart out there. Bernice is a fantastic young man. My son and I, a year ago, were able to do some walking around the golf course with him, about him and his family. And of course, Cale Scranton, fantastic young man. His dad's pretty weird, but he's a nice kid. Beaver out there, I like that kid a ton too. There's a great group of kids on the floor. Hey, there's a 3. So Fast Eddie's Racina drops in a triple. Well, we desperately needed that, but then he assaults the Roaring Fork player on the court. So 7:04 left in the 3rd period. And is that 5 for Racina? I see 4 on the board. Maybe that was his 5th, the way he acted. I think he was slapping hands like, it's been nice, it's been fun. But it hasn't been fun and nice. Nice pass down low. Got Big Red back in there. He just,
by Scranton, good job.
Yeah.
Scranton.
Just Dugan's presence there forced a turnover. Scranton gets double teamed. 2-on-1, but hey, what? You see that? He came back. He almost got that shot. So he didn't quit. He might have had the turnover, but he went back and was a millimeter away from blocking that shot. Now come back and get it back. Cook now up top. And they're going to call, I believe, the old 5-second call where he was in the same position, hadn't passed it inside.
They're going to get a
all I can figure,
push underneath.
Yeah, a foul down low because he had moved the ball. It's a Roaring Fork. You would think right now they would start getting their younger players in this game, save their starters to fight another day.
Almost a steal. Under 6 minutes to go.
I truly hope right now in this game they'll get it in Mr. Cook's hands. He needs to know he's a fantastic dribbler. He's an amazing point guard. Good job by Hildebrandt.
Almost gets the steal, but I think his foot was just,
and then almost,
his toe was just on that line, and they said out of bounds.
Almost takes Mr. Dugan's head off after that. He was throwing that in quickly. So let's get Cook a chance to bring this ball up court. There we go. Now here we go. Put it in Scranton's hands across to Cook. Nice pass. Now put it in. Restarts it. Big Red takes the shot. And it drops in. Finally, one of those shots goes in for us. And the Bulldogs now within 26. Okay, Cook.
Cook almost picks up the turnover.
And they're going to call the 10-second foul.
Violation, and that handed to Brent Cook. That's tough defense right there and causes the turnover.
Here we go now. It's going to be Cook, who's going to inbounds the ball. Gale Scranton. The Bulldogs will keep their possession. 5:15 remaining in the fourth period as we are literally just 2 days away from the 1-week countdown to the Super Bowl this year, Kip. There's the steal, and it's going to be 2 on none.
Yeah, fast transition by the Rams.
Well, I know who you got and who you want, Kip. It's Atlanta Falcons all the way. Probably some selfish reasons in there too, but that's cool.
Not because I'm in a pool.
No. Me either, neither. For me, it's just, I hate the word hate, except when it comes to I hate the Patriots.
You know, I always think of that when we're thinking of the Patriots. I always think of Nate Soldier. Nate Soldier, a Colorado boy, and he's that tackle that sits there and protects Brady's backside, and he does a great job. But it's always cool because he played at Buena Vista High School. He visited our high school several years ago.
Now you walked through this hall right here, and his head was pretty close to his roof.
Yeah. You know he's big when he was standing next to Scranton, and he made Scranton look little.
Yes. I was so happy for him. He signed a rather lucrative deal 3 or 4 years ago now. But when he's healthy, he's one of the top tackles in the NFL.
Yeah, played at, he was a Colorado Buffalo in college.
Played for CU, yep.
And has had a tremendous pro career and probably will be in the Hall of Fame someday. 4:30 back here at Moffat County High School. Timeout on the floor. 53-25 lead for the visiting Rams. Right here. All right, Moffat County will start with possession. See if we can get it rolling again.
For that commercial right before we left, you were trying to find reasons for me to somewhat like the Patriots, and you failed miserably, Kip. Nice job by Dugan. Although I know it does our cameraman, Mr. Scranton's heart warm to finally hear me say that, yes, Bill Belichick is the finest coach maybe ever to grace the NFL. He doesn't need to do all that cheating to win. He's that good without cheating, right? It just shows he's heads and tails above the rest. And
year after year, somehow they're in it.
Yep.
They're in the hunt.
Free throw for Roaring Fork. And I think we also know that more likely than not, they're probably going to win this Super Bowl because Atlanta is a group of players that not many of them have even sniffed a Super Bowl. They're all relatively new to even the playoffs. And I hope it lives up to be what it is, though, that the opening over-under opened at 59, which is the largest ever in history as far as how many points total they think they'll score. If you look back, the nice pass down there down low, but a missed shot by Hildebrandt, the second most ever. The record was when the New Orleans Saints played the Peyton Manning-led Indianapolis Colts. It opened at 58. So the people that know things think they're going to score a lot of points. So if it was a 31-28 game, I would be just in heaven. That would be fantastic if we had a high-scoring, close game. But more likely than not, it will probably be 42-17, the Patriots. You know, they'll get the 59, but it won't be in a close game.
One thing about it, there will be millions and millions of people watching.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the millions and millions of avocados that will be bought to make guacamole. Possibly billions. And I'm still all about it. Go Atlanta. Hey, how about that? Matt Ryan. Julio Jones may be the best receiver in the whole NFL. Devonta Freeman. I mean, you can go on and on. That offense is fantastic. Their backup running back is as good as anybody's starter.
Eddie Smersino, we're going to eye a three again. No good. So falls short. May have been tipped. Picked up by the Rams. 3:46 on the clock. Moffat County battling hard, though. No quit in these kids. They keep fighting. And that's what you do.
So again, we've got the original, well, 3 of our original starters, and now you have Big Red and Keenan Hildebrandt on the floor. But we did start with Kale, Scranton, and Cook. And Eddie Spursino with the push. Just is not a good game. Now that's his fifth.
That's going to be his fifth, and he is out.
There we go. So Bernice will come back.
And some subs coming in for Roaring Fork.
Let's make sure these final 3 minutes here now that the Bulldogs score more points than Roaring Fork. Just over the final 3 minutes. But the way you finish a ball game, no matter what the score, obviously leads directly into your next game. The Roaring Fork looking to kill the clock right here.
Tough defense by Hildebrand. Going to be a timeout by Roaring Fork. It's MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM. Roaring Fork runs it right down the baseline to a wide open ram and an easy layup.
You have the old Princeton backdoor cut. Wide open there.
The Princeton backdoor cut, I like it.
They've been doing it since the beginning of time.
Cal Scranton eyes a three.
Oh, so close.
And rebound to the Rams.
So 2 minutes left. Bulldogs just trying to survive this right now and get to the next game. How does the schedule look there, Kip? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but we don't have any wrestling. I know we've got a Saturday.
Next week coming up, we'll be calling the Bulldogs versus, I believe it's Basalt. And the Dogs have some work to do because Basalt's coming in as the #1 team in the conference. They have a kid that I believe is about 6'7", who's a D1 prospect. He is the real deal, and they're ranked, I know, top probably 5 in 3A basketball. So the Bulldogs are going to come in, no doubt, as the underdog. But that's what you just got to let it all, man. You got to let it, and you got to go for it, and you got to see what happens. And you never know, and maybe you pull off the big upset.
Sure, you definitely have to have one of your players be that shooter and get hot. So Scranton comes out now. We got one of our young stars coming in, number 22.
Yep, Torrin Reed coming in for the Bulldogs.
Another young man that I golfed with my son. He's a really good golfer.
Brent Cook eyes the three, and he puts it down. He hasn't had his opportunities tonight. He just hasn't been open. But when he does, that's what you see happen.
Yeah, I'm glad, as we said earlier, I really want him to finish with some positives. And that's about as positive as you could be in this game, just hitting the three. And there's some good defense by the Bulldogs. And Torrin Reed is going to inbound it. But again, Bernice, Hildebrand, Cook, Beaver, and Reed, they're still out there playing their hearts out. They want to finish strong here and head into that game next week.
Deep three by Cook, just off the front of the rim. Under a minute.
So 57-31. The Bulldogs went through one of the roughest stretches we've seen in a long time to end the second period and the first 8 minutes of the third period. I mean, we talk about that first quarter, Kip, with 8 seconds left, we were down by 1. We had played a fantastic game, had a fantastic start. Now we just got to find a way to recover from this. And as I said, burn this video if you're the coach. Just get rid of it, bury it, move on to the next game, and come out with a different attitude. Just finish strong here.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. You had such a great first period, and then we said it before, it's just, you know, the floor fell out from underneath you, and nothing went the way you wanted it to after that first period.
Like we said, the boat sank, and there wasn't any life preservers. That's why you just move on. We're down to 20 seconds left. Some mass mass substitutions for Roaring Fork, and it's going to be interesting to see how this league goes, because you know, there are some really good teams, and we had not seen this team play at this level. And who knows, they might not ever play like this again. This might have been the one just amazing performance, but I doubt it. Hey, how about that? Hildebrandt puts his shoulder down like a big old fullback, drives with his head down, puts it up, drops it in for 2.
That's going to end it 57-33. I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors: Bank of Colorado, Severson Supply and Rental, the Memorial Hospital, 3B Enterprises, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Cook Chevrolet, Ford and Subaru, Mountain West Insurance and Financial Services, Mountain Air Spray, Colorado Northwestern Community College, GCR Tires and Service, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Craig Family Dental, Chaos Inc., Identity Graphics, Ep and Associates, Bear River Young Life, Rocky Mountain Automotive, and Craig Veterinary Clinic. Thanks for being with us. We know you're Moffat County proud, so are we. We'll see you next time right here. It's MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.